Hello, everybody. It is I, Darlene Carruthers-Shelton. So I'm stopping in today, it's Monday, April the 17th, 2023, and I'm fixing to share with you one of my meals inspired by Darlene. So I love spaghetti, but I'm not able to eat any beef and pork, as you know. Some of you may know. Due to digestive issues, the doctors told me back in, I think it was 2007, 2008, they don't want me eating any more beef and pork because my stomach doesn't digest. Okay, but it's not good for us anyway, but that was the reason I was told. Um, so I had the last surgery. Um, but anyway, we're going to make my spaghetti, and I'm going to make it with a twist because I couldn't find the gluten-free pasta that I wanted. So we're going to make it with another pasta. But, so here we go. So my phone doesn't do right, so I'm going to have to turn it around. So here we go. I've already washed and cut. This is my onions that goes in my meat. So we're using ground lamb, okay? Ground lamb. That's going to take the place of my ground beef. Now, sometimes I do my spaghetti with ground turkey. I've done it with ground chicken. I've done it with ground bison. I've also done it with a half and half mixture of turkey and chicken as well. So, so let's continue on. And so this is my onions for the spaghetti. We're going to keep that covered. And then here's my mixture of my bell peppers, red and green peppers. And then I use my onion powder. I use black pepper. And I use my garlic powder. If I had some real raw garlic, I would chop that up and use that in there. So I've shared to you that I try to stay away from tomatoes as much as I possibly can. And I usually like to puree roasted red peppers that they come in a water in a jar. But I didn't see any, and sometimes I would get ragu, but I seen prego, and this was some special. So we got this with fresh mushrooms. So I usually get 2 jars. So I have like the mushrooms or the garden one that has the vegetables and onions and stuff in it. That and then I would get a mixture with the mushrooms. Again, if I had any mushrooms, I would chop up some mushrooms and put it in my spaghetti as well. This is how Darlene does it. And then we have ta-da, cauliflower pasta, spaghetti pasta. See, cauliflower spaghetti pasta. So we're going to use that. So I'm fixing to get my water boil, and we're going to get this party started. We'll be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to walk you step by step with this, okay? So here is my ground lamb, and I've added my onions, black pepper, a little salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and what else? Oh, okay, that was it. If I had some red pepper, we would put a little bit of red pepper in, okay? So I'm going to mix this up. I've already washed my hands, and so I just take and I mix this up, okay, like so, and get it all together here. So again, y'all, it's sort of hard to try to do this and hold the camera too. So we got to figure this out. I'm going to send you some little gadgets, and we're going to get this together. Okay, it's been long enough. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in a skillet. with a little oil, and I use coconut oil, or I've used organic canola. If I can't get one, I'll use the other, okay? So, and then also I use grapeseed oil, cooking oil, grapeseed cooking oil as well. So we're getting ready to put this in the skillet and let it brown, and then we'll be back. All right? Okay, so here we go. Here is our ground lamb, and I've already have let's see, look at that. I've already browned it. So, and the onions that are in there and everything, so that's pretty much seasoned really good. And then we have over here, we got the water boiling, so I can put in the put in our cauliflower spaghetti pasta. Okay, and so we're gonna boil this for 7 minutes, about 7 to 8 minutes. We want it al dente. We don't want it mushy, because when you put it in your pot and put everything in there together, so you don't want it to get mushy. Just want it al dente. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to put this in there in the water, and okay, so we got our cauliflower spaghetti in the water. Now, you don't want to ever break your spaghetti up, and so you put it in there and let it, as it softens, it will go down into the water. So then, also, what I do, I put a little bit of a little oil in my water to keep the spaghetti from sticking together. Okay, and so that's how we do that. So we're gonna let that boil for 7 to 8 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, so here is our cauliflower spaghetti. So I let it boil. I let it boil a little less than 7 to 8 minutes, because like I said, I want it al dente, because it's going to have to go in the pot. And so now we're getting ready to add this to the pot, and then we're going to put the spaghetti in there, and then we're going to put some sauce, and we're going to add the onions and the peppers, and go from there. Okay, so I've added the ground lamb, the spaghetti, and now we're getting ready to put in our sauce. Now, I don't like my spaghetti dry, and I don't like it with a lot of, with too much sauce. I like it just right, because I want to taste the flavors, the meat, and let it all come together. So I just fold it in. You don't take and stir it or anything, because you don't want to mess up your pasta. So we just make sure it gets mixed, get that sauce over there. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more sauce. Like I said, I don't like mine dry. Now the only thing I'm gonna miss, y'all, I am gonna miss cheese. I have found this awesome, I can't remember the name of it, the brand, but it was this awesome cheese, vegan cheese. And I tried it, and it was so good, and it melted perfect. You would have thought it was Velveeta. So I missed the cheese this time with my spaghetti. So anyway, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little broth to it, because usually I wouldn't have anything left if I had two of these, and I would add some broth to it to thin it out a little bit. So we're going to add a little broth. Some people add water. I'm different. So I'm going to add some broth. Okay, we're back. So here we go. I've added my onions and I added a little broth and I added my pepper. So we're going to put that in there and that I just pour that in there just a little bit. So I want it to be incorporated in there. And we're going to let that cook a little. So we want the onions and stuff to get a little tender in there. And then the spaghetti will cook a little bit. And what I'm going to do is, again, I don't like mine dry. So I'm going to add a little bit more broth to it. This is just me now. Darlene. This is inspired by Darlene. And then because I still love my garlic, I'm going to add just a little more garlic to that. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more garlic and a little bit more black pepper. So I like mine seasoned, and it don't need any salt because I put salt, you know, with the ground lamb. But I like my stuff just a little spicy. So I'm going to add just a little bit more black pepper in there. And I'm going to add a little bit more garlic and onion powder in there. Okay, so now we're going to let that do its thing. And just going to let it do what it do. We'll cover it up. And let the flavors marinate. See you in a bit. Because we're going to plate that bad boy up. I can't wait to taste it. Okay, we're back. Alright, here we go. So I'm fixing to plate me up a bowl. Okay. So I hope you all are going to have a rest of a wonderful rest of Monday evening. Trying to get this out with a spoon does not work out. We're going to have to use one of my cooking forks for this. A spoon does not work. I don't know why Miss Darlene was trying to do that like that. You know better than that. So, anyway, I just hope you all have, like I said, a great rest of the day. You know what? I'm going to use this later. It might work better. Didn't get it with the spoon. So we're going to use this. We're going to use this. We're going to use this later. We're going to make this work. Yes, we are. So I'm going to take the spoon out. Okay. It seems like it's going to work. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's going to work right there. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. A little bit more. Okay, y'all. Cover it back up. Okay. So here we go. That is my cauliflower lamb spaghetti. And I'm taking, wrap that up like this. Trying to get some meat in there. Let's see if we can do this. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. And talk with a mouthful. Honey. I got my cows from cauliflower, lamb, spaghetti. It is really good. I gotta tell you, it's good. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Meals created, inspired by Darlene. Cauliflower, lamb spaghetti. Have a good day. Bye.